Is your transmission banging into gear so hard it feels like you just got rear-ended while pulling away from a stoplight? That jarring sensation is a classic sign of the diagnostic trouble code P2718, which means there is an open circuit in your transmission pressure control solenoid D. This is a generic transmission code that pops up on almost any vehicle with an automatic gearbox made after 1996, whether you are driving a Chevy, a Ford, a Honda, or a BMW. Your automatic transmission is a complex maze of hydraulic passages that use fluid pressure to squeeze clutches and bands to change gears. To make sure those shifts feel smooth and happen at the exact right time, the computer uses solenoids to actuate the fluid. Newer transmissions have a bunch of these, labeled I, B, C, and in your case, D is the one having the electrical breakdown. When the computer detects that the circuit is open, meaning there is a break in the wire or a failed component, it cannot control the pressure anymore. This often causes the computer to put the car into limp mode to protect the internals, which usually means you are stuck in one gear and the car feels very slow. You will likely see your fuel consumption go up, the check engine light will be glaring at you, and the transmission might even start to overheat. The causes can be as simple as being low on transmission fluid or having dirty, burnt fluid that has clogged up the tiny screens in the solenoid. It could also be a bad solenoid, a damaged wiring harness, or a problem with the transmission pump itself. Your first step should always be to pull the transmission dipstick and check the level and the color of the fluid. If the fluid smells like burnt toast or looks like dark chocolate milk, you need a flush and a new filter immediately. If the fluid looks okay, you will need to get under the car and check the electrical connectors for any corrosion or bent pins. You can use a digital volt ohm meter to check for continuity, looking for a reading of 0 ohms on the wiring. If you find an open circuit, you will need to repair the harness or replace the solenoid inside the transmission pan. Because a hard shifting transmission can quickly destroy the internal gears and clutches, you should see a transmission specialist as soon as possible if the basic fluid check does not solve the problem. Keeping that fluid clean is the best way to avoid these expensive electrical gremlins.